Hi people, I thought that I would just make another video, and I thought in this video that I would talk about abortion. Not to me, well, like, not just to me, but you know, to a whole lot of people. And even it says in the Bible about, you know, thou shalt not kill. Well, abortion is murder, period. Because how can one straddle the fence and say that, you know, you're not killing a human being until they've took their first breath? So, you know, if that's possible, then how in the world is it that these girls that go and have the babies on their own, you know, and put it in a trash bag or throw it in a dumpster and all that, what is the difference of them doing that and killing their baby than a doctor doing it? Either way, the child, I mean, is still killed. I mean, to me, a human being becomes a human being at the time of conception. Like, for example, these fertility clinics where people go and they, I guess, freeze their embryos, or the men make a contribution, I guess you could say. What is the point of doing that if that's not going to lead up to a person? You know, what is the point of freezing an embryo for a later point in time, you know, which an embryo is a child, basically. Well, I mean, you know, after that point in time of conception, of course. But what is the point of doing that if it's not going to lead up to being, to be a being? That's why I don't understand how people can say, you know, it's not a child, it's not going to be a human being. It's, you know, it's just an, what is the word I'm looking for? Like a cell or an organism or whatever they call it. And that, you know, it's okay to kill that. The biggest one that I have an issue with, which I have a whole issue with abortion, I think it's wrong altogether, period. No matter what the circumstance is, there is another alternative called adoption. You know, if the girl was raped or whatever, I'm still for having the child. I understand it could be a young age, even as 12. It's very, very sad. I do understand that's terrible. And like I said, I don't have any children, and I haven't been through anything like that. But if I were to have a little girl and she was raped, yes, I'm sorry, I still would want her to have the child. And we would, me personally, and if I had a kid, we would still raise her kid. But I don't know, it's a very touchy subject with me, because it's basically giving the doctors a license to kill. You know, if that's the case, then why not just let anybody do it? I mean, but getting back to what I was saying, if my biggest follow-up that I have with this is that they have to wait to a certain point in time, I guess, where they can't do it anymore. I'm not really that familiar with how the procedures go, but you know, I've heard of them having abortions up into the latter part of the months, you know, and it's actually like a baby, a whole baby. And I really don't understand why somebody would want to do that. I mean, a child is a miracle, a gift from the Lord. And, you know, I don't know. The people, y'all are going to reap what you sow when you do that. And like I said, there's always adoption, because there's so many people out there that can't have children, that want children. And I know there's so many children out there already to adopt. But a baby, why in the world? I don't know what our society has turned to. But I would like to further discuss this. I do like debate and stuff like that, and I know this is a very controversial issue. I want you people to put a comment or video response and let me know what you think. I know we're going to have difference of opinions, and that's okay. But this one here, I'm right about. Abortion is wrong, and it is murder. No matter what it comes down to, at some point in time, we each was part of an embryo. You know, we each were sperm or whatever. we all were a part of that process at one time. So just let me know what you people think, because I'm really interested in see how many people side with me and how many people are against me. Like I said, put a video response or a comment. I'd like to know. I will talk to you people later. Bye.